And we are recording for episode 30 Triple X, of the Whiskey and Root Beer
30
podcast.
triple X.
Yeah, it's
That means
60.
in 5 minutes we're going to get naked, and this is going to be a triple X.
Yeah, and we're just going to, what song would you play? Would you just make some generic porn music like they used to have in, the 70s or something? Or would you
For the intro?
Yeah.
I'd play X Gonna Give It To You.
Why?
Because it's the triple X episode. You got to have, something with
X
the
will give it to you, and you're going to turn into a male stripper?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why not? I could
bark at everybody when they don't throw me money.
I don't think that's gonna get them to throw you any money out, but you could always try. I'm not gonna say no. There's so many things that are possible nowadays. You
I'm
never
gonna look
know.
around for an amateur night. They have an open mic at the strip club.
Well, from what I was told, I told you about this. That you have to pay for a slot apparently up there, and that's all it is. You're not an actual employee or nothing. You just pay however much their price is, and then you dance, and hopefully people give you money.
I gotta come up with a strip routine.
A strip
X
routine.
gonna give it to you.
Well,
I bet those spots are expensive though.
Well, like I said, they're about 30. Well, I mean, for a team, how big's your team?
How big's my team?
Is that what you said? You said that you were gonna have a stripper team.
A routine.
Oh.
I gotta come up with a routine.
Oh.
For X gonna give it to you, and I guess find out how much a slot at the local male strip club is.
I mean,
it probably. I wonder if it works differently in male strip clubs versus.
How so differently?
Clubs.
I mean, I guess.
Well, is it the same? Do males do the same? I guess are they freelancers of the clubs? I've never been to a male strip club.
I just assumed the stripping industry, if you can call it that, was, the same all across.
I'll ask my friend. I had a friend that stripped his way through college. I'll ask him. I'll be like, hey.
Say, hey, I'm looking to get involved.
I've heard that the ladies have to pay for a time slot in their clubs. Does it work like that with the males?
I'm pretty sure.
Because I don't know if it does. Because, you see all sorts of, builds of ladies in the strip club. I would imagine that male strippers are usually, muscular built. They don't look like me. So they might not even be nah,
when you say
dude.
all builds, what?
Well, different sizes and shapes of ladies, male strippers, pretty much just, muscular dudes.
They might have midgets or something. Midget male strippers.
I'm not a midget, though.
Well, I'm just saying when we try to talk about all types of...
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then that is, okay.
Yeah, but I do agree. I think it'd be a lot harder for a male to be a stripper, because you're probably right. Anytime you, don't they have
I could go in there and be like, hey guys, can I dance today?
No, we're all full. Nobody wants your ugly ass. No, but don't they have something called a tallywhackers or some shit? Somewhere it's a male Hooters.
A male Hooters?
Male version of Hooters.
It's called tallywhackers?
Yeah. I think somebody told me about this once. I want to say it's a real thing.
Look it up real quick and see.
You want me to look up tallywhackers?
Type in tallywhackers restaurant. See if that.
Oh, that's awesome. How about the YouTube it?
Oh my god.
It's on a guest account. It's not gonna. I would not use my account to look up.
You wouldn't?
Hell no. Tallywhacker song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Apparently
know.
It's a song.
No. Just Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna have to go there. Vulgar slang, the penis.
Did you just type in tallywhackers?
I just typed in tallywhacker. It might be
type in restaurant.
The fuck is a tallywhacker? Oh wow. One size fits most. You should have worn that to your photo shoot.
I should have worn that to the photo shoot.
Next time you go to a retro photo shoot, you gotta get the tallywhacker toaster. Shit, I'm fucking up here.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was, but it was short-lived.
and
Okay.
it was in Dallas.
Yeah, of course it'd be up in fucking Dallas.
Of course, it would be in
Short-lived
Dallas.
restaurant put male serves in tight outfits was open for just 15 months in Dallas,
Well,
catering to gay
there goes
men, I
that
guess, and
opportunity.
straight women. Yeah, I don't want to like open that up. New restaurant Tallywaggers has beefcakes serving burgers. Yeah, see, I mean, you're right. Whenever you look at this, and I guess we can click on the Today Show. I mean, you got to look at that. Well, before it went away, and that was the type that would be in a male strip club. I don't care about what you guys are about to say. Hooters for
Hooters for
women.
women. I mean, women can enjoy Hooters. Ladies like ladies.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Ladies like ladies. It'd be hard impressed to find a straight guy just
Yeah,
going to
there's no way I would have
Tallywhackers.
gotten a job there.
Well, somebody's got to clean the tables. Oh yeah, look. Oh, dude, your mom would love it there. Shit, my mom too, probably. Hell, my grandma would have loved it there. See, we can't do that at Hooters. They're like, oh, lift up your shirt and take a picture. That's crazy.
Yeah, no way in hell I would have gotten a job there.
Eric, all you got to do is fast a little bit and hit the weights. And you'll be. That's a bit hard right there to live up to. Shit.
Yeah, it looks like some scrawny homeless man is trying to bring us our food. Can you
Can you
can
can
you
you get
send
this
one of the
guy out
burly
of here?
men? Can our real waiter take this guy out of here?
All right, enough of that. That's pretty interesting. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
but I feel like that's I think
When did
that's
that
what
shut down?
the
I got to see because I think it said 2019, so I guess COVID probably
that's like the general build for a male stripper.
2019. Oh, so it shut down maybe before COVID if this was July 5th, 2019. Yeah. So, I mean, if it struggled then, it definitely would have struggled when COVID happened. But see, nobody wants to go see men dress like that.
Scantily.
Yeah, scantily. Women like women. Men like women. Men don't like other men. Well, unless you're gay, that's fine. But it's not it's not as open as women liking women.
Yeah.
That's just a thing that women do, and they don't hide that shit at all. Like it might be even hard to get a gay dude to go that would have gone to Tallywhacker. But then if you walked in there by himself, you're like, that dude's probably gay. I don't know. That's my thought process on that subject matter. Do you like Hooters? Do you think Hooters is good? Good food? I know people are conflicted on Hooters.
Let's see. The last time I think Tab ordered some Hooters wings or some Hooters like it was like their chicken strips but with like the wing sauce on them a few months ago. They weren't bad, but I remember like I don't think Hooters food has always like or like necessarily been like quality enough to be like, yeah, it's one of those relics of like the time.
When
Cuz
when did Hooters come to be?
I think Hooters started in like the mid late 70s.
Damn.
I think
I don't know.
cuz it's
I could look it up though. Hooters.
it's been around for a while.
1983.
Okay, so a little bit later than I thought.
Clearwater, Florida. I could see that. The date was an April Fool's Day joke because the original six owners believed that their prospect was going to fail. They were wrong.
How funny.
And now
That's like Squaresoft with Final Fantasy.
yeah.
How fucking
Oh my
funny.
god, dude! I fucking beat Final Fantasy 9 the other day.
For the first time ever?
It took me 23 years.
Isn't it awesome?
No, I'm fucking sad. Because I kept
It's a good game.
yeah, but like I don't have. I kept looking forward to beating it over the years. And I started over. What I played on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and the Vita. Not PlayStation 4. I didn't play it on 4, but
When
I
you
played it
played
on.
it separately, did you start new games every time?
Well, yeah, from the PlayStation to the PlayStation 2 was the same. I barely played it, but then when I started up on the PS3 years
It
later,
was one of those digital downloads.
yeah, and then somehow my save data just disappeared. So
Oh,
then
that sucks.
when I started on the Vita, I had to start it all over again, and shit,
Oh
that was, man.
man.
I think I had started that save I was on maybe like back in 2020. Yeah, 2020. And so I played it like sparingly over the years, and then when I would get off of the computer and I'd go to bed, I'd hop on the Vita, and I just kind of beat it. I think like 2 days ago, and it was like, fuck. Now I don't really have much to look forward to when it comes to, well, that I always looked forward to saying I have to beat Final Fantasy 9, and then when I finally beat it, it was just kind of like, well, fuck, what now?
Did you
My friend
ever?
was like, start 10, and
I
I
was gonna
was like,
say,
yeah.
you ever play 10?
I played 10 a bit. I
Oh
never beat that one.
man,
Well, usually whenever I was at my cousin's house, they'd play that one, and
that's one of the only that's one of the few JRPGs I've played all the way through multiple times.
10 really.
I've beat 10 like 4 or 5 times. I beat Dragon Quest 8 like 2 or 3 times all the way through. Let's see, Final Fantasy 7, I think I did like 2 or 3 times. 4, I did like 3 or 4 times. I love Final Fantasy 4. But 10's my favorite. Yeah, I played the fucking shit out of Final Fantasy 10.
I think the interesting thing is that right whenever I was about to beat 9, my friend was like, "Oh, they might add Final Fantasy 9 stuff to Final Fantasy 14? That's the MMO, right?"
Yeah.
And then I also started hearing about how there might be a remake in the works. There might not be a remake in the works. So I was like, "Dude, I finally beat Final Fantasy 9, and you're telling me they're about to come out
With a remake.
with a remake?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm all for this." I didn't get 7's remake because I barely played 7. I think I downloaded that on Windows. I don't know if I had that on console, but I barely played that, so I'm not really didn't really care about that remake, even though it looks really good. But shit, they come out with 9. Oh, I'm playing 9. They
And
stay
then you'll
up
beat it
so
when the PlayStation 9 is out.
that would be pretty. Not only will that be so far down the fucking line, but it would be kind of interesting if it came out and it was like
It's like
launch day title
Jordan's
Final
about to
Fantasy
finish
9.
the Final Fantasy 9 remake, and they're about to remake it again.
Again. I mean, that's the gaming industry nowadays. Shit. Like with The Last of Us, I think they came out with The Last of Us, then they remastered it, and then they remade it. And I don't even. I think the remaster or remake has come out on both. Fuck, because it came out on PS3 first, the original,
Yeah.
and then
They
they remastered it on PS4,
Yeah.
and then
What, did they remake it again for PS5?
I think they remade it, but then they launched it on both 4 and 5. I'm not. Like I said, they have at least 3 to 4 versions of the game, and I'm not. I
You're
had I
not
have
here
the
for
first
that?
one, but I never beat it because then my PS3 got that fucking yellow light, and I was
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, I was sad. But once it got that yellow light, I was on my third PS3. I was like,
Oh
I'm
shit.
not getting another one. Yeah, what's funny is my first one that I got in '06 fucking lasted all the way up until like I think it was 2010. No. Fuck, I guess it only lasted a 2000. I guess it lasted 3 years. I thought it lasted longer, but then the other ones I got, they only lasted like a year and a half each, and I was kind of like, what the fuck, Sony? And at first I had to pay like 180 to get it fixed. And then the next time they were like, well, luckily prices have gone down, so it's like only 100 to get it fixed. And I was like, all right. And then when it broke a third time, I was just like, you know what? I got the PS4 now. I don't need to keep beating this thing. Because I think the last game I played on it was I was trying to play Dead Space 3, and the game we would get down. Did you play that one?
Which one?
Dead Space 3?
No, I only played.
Oh, dude, you're missing
I
out.
think I only played 1 and 2.
Dead Space 3 is co-op, fully co-op. We got to play it sometime. But at the beginning, when you got to slide down like a, or there's like an avalanche and you slide down, I'd get like halfway down the avalanche and my PS3 would just shut off. And we tried it like 7 times. I was just like, yeah, dude, I don't think this is gonna work.
Dee, 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 dee.
And then yeah, the fucking beeping. And then we ended up playing on like PC. I don't know, 4 years later, or something like that. That dreaded PlayStation beeping is fucking annoying though at times.
Yeah, I had one that. I think my first PS3. Right around. See, I think Killzone 2 had probably been out for like 7 or 8 months. And that's pretty much like all I played. Like once Killzone 2 came out, I was just like
Oh, absolutely.
non-stop playing Killzone 2.
Killzone
And
2, I was running through that shit like a motherfucker, dude.
one day in like the middle of a match, like all of a sudden I had like these polygons just shooting off my feet. Like when my guy was holding his gun, there's just like these long triangles just like shooting off the tips of his fingers, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it just progressively got worse and worse, and then after about a week or so of it being like that, it just fucking shut off and got the yellow light.
Wow,
Like, oh.
yours just kind of slowly died.
Yeah, it like I saw
Damn.
the degradation as it happened.
That's depressing. Because with
Yeah, it
mine,
was.
all mine just fucking stopped working. Like the power brick failed on my first one. And then I forgot what happened with the second one. But then I think the second one also got the yellow light.
I think the issue with mine was that the thermal paste on the processor
Yeah,
was
that's
like, just old, and it was either the processor, the graphics chip. One of those things was like just coming off the motherboard, and then like it just boop.
yeah, it seems to be the main cause of the yellow light, from what I've heard. Is that usually the thermal paste fails and something gets too hot and comes off the motherboard. But I mean,
It had Guns of the Patriots.
oh yeah,
So
absolutely. I think I still have that. It's crazy how like over time you had less and less physical copies of games because shit PS1 and especially PS2, everything was a game. It didn't matter if it was complete shit. They made a game
oh
out
yeah.
of it. But but PS3 they kind of did the same thing. They were slightly better quality, some of those,
And then the digital stores happened.
and then the digital stores happened. Yeah,
And
so
all
you can't
that
even go trade in
shovelware.
shitty games and return them.
Yeah.
Like I think I've talked about it before in the podcast. Whenever I think it was Unreal Tournament 2. I remember playing the demo on PC. I don't know, fucking back in 2000, like 5 or 6, I want to say. And then I couldn't figure out where to go. But it was a demo, so it was like, yeah, fuck it. Later on, I ended up buying the game at GameStop. And I was like, oh yeah, Unreal Tournament. Fucking love Unreal Tournament, Unreal Championship. So I take it home, put it in. Same. I realized it's the same damn game. I couldn't figure out where to go, so I get in there and I walk around. Still can't figure out where to go. And I return it. I don't know, maybe another year or two go by, and I go in the store, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I've ever played Unreal Tournament 2. And so I take the game home, I pop that shit, and I'm like, it's the same fucking game. I've done it to myself twice after playing that damn demo. But this time, I finally figure out what to do. Because you start the game, and you're just standing there. You go straight, and then you get to a door. I think it's on top of a head. But because you couldn't really adjust your graphic setting and shit, like console and all that, and you had to turn up the brightness on TV. At the time when I played on other TVs, it was way too dark. Well, finally, I look to my right, and there's a hallway. And I'm like, oh, this whole time there's a hallway that just stopped me. Like I couldn't see it. So I go down that hallway, and I'm greeted with 2D monsters in this 3D game. And I was so
Mad.
I don't know. I don't want to say mad. I was kind of mad, but I was more disappointed that I thought this was gonna be a cool shooter, and then it's like 3D but with like Doom monsters, and I just I took the game out and I wouldn't returned it. I was like, I'm not. I remember at that time I was like, I'm not getting this game ever again. But now that I think about it, I might try to pick it up on Steam and see if I could play through it. I think back then I
Well,
was
you've
just
got 2 hours.
what?
Said you've
Oh,
got 2
to
hours.
return. Yeah, I could probably. It doesn't seem like it's that hard of a
Where's
game.
that door at?
It,
I
well,
remember there being a door. It
yeah.
takes you like an hour or 50 minutes to find the door.
Oh my god, dude! I wish I'd look up a video, but I don't feel like looking at it either. It was just so
I
annoying
don't
back
feel
then.
like looking at
Yeah.
it.
Do you have any games like that where
Where I've been duped into buying it multiple times.
yeah, I'd say
No,
that.
I've definitely like bought and rented like shitty games. And it's like, well, fuck, I rented this and I don't even like it. Now I gotta like wait a week to go get another one.
You know, what's funny is that I'm trying to look up Unreal Tournament 2, I think it is. I think it was 2. It wasn't 2. Oh no. I don't remember. So I thought there was a 2, but I see 2004. I know there was Unreal Tournament 3. I think maybe 2004 was technically 2. Or maybe it was a Leandry conflict. I don't think it was that one. I can't remember. But hey, what did you say before I started talking about that shit?
I had bought some shitty games and rented some shitty games. I bought what was it called? Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. Did you ever play that game?
Oh no,
It was like
I seen that before though.
I guess it's like a tribute to like Duke Nukem or like, those
I think there's an actual Matt Hazard
90s.
series.
Really?
I
There's more
think
than
so.
just one?
I that
Because the
that
first one had like funny parts, but the gameplay like overall was just fucking ass.
I might be thinking of a different game series though. Oh, okay. No, I remember seeing this. Eat Lead: The Return of Matt Hazard. That was
Yeah.
that was on PS3, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
360.
I had it on PS3.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking of a different game.
Yeah, I picked that up and I like read the back of it and I was like, "Oh, this is probably cool."
The first
And it
last
was like
parody
it was
game.
like $40 new and I was like, "Hey, that's not bad."
$40 new.
Yeah, I got it new and it wasn't like it wasn't like
2009,
a
damn.
it wasn't like, $65 like new games were.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, let me get this." And I played it for like an hour and I was like, "Man, fuck."
Was it bad?
It's just repetitive and the gameplay is kind of just mediocre.
It's that classic FPS shooter gameplay, huh? Kinda. Like
It's third person, but yeah, it's just
oh,
like the same run around, do shit. It's got I mean there's funny like spots and the writing was like entertaining, but as a game it's just it was bland. But I like finished it. Played for like an hour. I was like, "Fuck me. What a
you just
terrible
powered through.
fucking choice." And yeah, I was just like, "Well, I fucking bought it. I got to like beat the shit at least." I remember like not being happy with it, but I wasn't like mad at it. It was a decent fun $40 play.
Man, I remember back then because you said it that games were like 60 something dollars. I remember the first 60 something dollar game I bought was like San Andreas. I didn't even know it was $60. Because I think most games back then I either traded games in that or I got some used games in the first place, and nothing was ever $60. Whenever San Andreas came out, I went and bought it. Holy shit!
$60.
I don't even remember. I think yeah, because I would
What
trade
is
in all
this?
these other shitty games to try to get up to $60. Yeah, GameStop wouldn't give you shit for them. GameStop would be like, "Oh, you got this game that just came out a couple months ago. Well, it kind
Give you
of
10
bombed.
bucks.
Yeah, we'll give you $10 for it." I think the bet, and I did this a couple times. I forgot what I traded for it, but I remember getting Resident Evil 5 for $5 because I traded in a couple games. And I was like, fuck yeah. And Resident Evil 5 is actually one of my favorites. I know a lot of people don't like it because I guess the gameplay kind of, but I mean the co-op, playing it with friends, it's a timeless game to me. It's pretty fun. I mean, other than that, I don't think there wasn't really much to it. Like, there's not much. There's no multi. Well, the multiplayer, you got the, what do they call that shit? And,
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. They had the mercenaries, which is kind of cool. But the story alone makes it worth it to play through, especially with a friend. It has a lot of funny moments. And who doesn't like going around yelling Chris and Sheva the whole game? That, and you got to play through the whole game just to watch Chris Redfield punch a boulder.
Just to punch a boulder.
That is such a stupid
Goofy.
scene,
Yeah,
but it's fucking amazing.
Oh my god,
When
no.
you realize
it's
he's
not
also-
amazing. It's fucking stupid.
It's amazing.
That
He punches
literally,
a
I
boulder.
remember I was like, man, like there's just so many fucking quick time events, and it's not like scary. It was more of an action game than like, the other survival horror games in the
That's
series.
why I was like, a lot of people didn't really
And
like it as much.
I remember getting to that fucking rock spot, and I was like, oh, like I just kept mashing fucking square, and then he just fucking beats the shit out of that rock. I was so mad. I was so fucking mad.
I had to pull it up because I was like, that shit is funny though. This is how he just beats the shit out of it.
Hook, yeah, the fucking hook punch.
That
Yo,
fucking hook.
get the fuck out of here, bro.
Look at that shit. Look at that brute
That's
strength.
so fucking stupid.
Look how strong that fucking.
That's
look at
so
that perfect.
goddamn dumb. That's why I didn't like Resident Evil 5.
Just 'cause
That
of the boulder
one
punch.
fucking part was so stupid. That is such a, that's fucking dumb. Like, this isn't Resident Evil.
That is
That's
Resident
so stupid.
Evil's full of like random stupid shit that happens. Though you can't get mad at Chris Redfield.
That being the
he's trying to
fucking,
save
that
his
being the climax of the fucking story, though. Like, right after you do that, you aim a fucking rocket at fucking Wesker and shoot him. And I was like, oh,
Honestly,
that's fucking stupid.
I do remember. why
That's
they
literally,
did
that is the, that is like the final, 2 minutes of the game right there.
I mean, if you
have
if you
typical-
make that fight 2 minutes, because otherwise,
Typical damage the boss fight, and then you're like running and like, oh, punch this boulder out of the way. Here's this rocket launcher. After I finished that, I put the controller down and I was like, what the fuck?
that's what.
I was fucking mad. Like, that's not Resident Evil. That was so stupid and goofy and out of place.
I mean, the whole game, you're going around like.
I mean, yeah, I know. Like, I mean,
and-
Resident Evil as a premise is kind of silly. It's a fucking zombie game.
Yeah.
But they took, because 4 had action, but it also had that slow, creeping build-up. There was still scary shit. But 5 just went, like, all in on the action. It was like action and jump scares.
But did you even play 6?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Absolutely not. I was so mad at 5. I saw the trailer for 6, and I was like, oh, cool. So it's like different people's versions and stories of 5. Because it just looked like all-out action, and I was like, nah.
Well, it's divided up, so you have it kind of caters to everybody's.
Yeah, because
play
there's like a
style.
Leon story.
Yeah, you got
and then
Leon.
there's other people.
You got Chris Redfield, and then you have Jake Wesker with what's her name, Birkin's daughter, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played 6. I enjoyed 6 mainly. Oh, and Ada Wong. I think they added her story. That or they added co-op to her story later on. I think it was co-op they added to her story. But 6 was enjoyable because you got to have all these different play styles. And I love playing as Jake Wesker because he had like Wesker's kind of abilities. He was kind of born superhuman, it seemed. I guess he was
Just run around fucking shit up.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, dude. I love using just the physical combat. I didn't even shoot people. I just run up and start beating them up. It's like if you play Wesker and Mercenaries, how you could just like do the super run and you could just start beating things up and it doesn't even make sense.
Beating things up.
I don't know. Wesker was like Has to be one of the best villains of all time, in my opinion. It just kind of sucks
Wesker is a pretty good villain.
how they sent him off in a volcano. I do think I would have
Hey, that
preferred
rock did a really good job of defending him, though.
The Rock.
That boulder.
Yeah, you said the Boulder did a good job of defending Wesker.
Yeah, I mean, he held Chris Redfield off as long as he could.
Fucking Wesker brought his sentient pet rock to help him fight, and he had to hold off Chris Redfield for a number of minutes. Oh yeah, that was a tough fight. I don't know. That game was so fun to me. Just running around like the swamp and all the different locations. I did kind of get annoyed when you had to fight the native people because they were kind of they were always throwing shit at you. That they just popped up out of nowhere, and I don't know. They were whooping my ass a bit. That and they're like a good chunk of the story, I think.
Yeah.
I did like the whole get on the boat and ride around the swamp and collect.
And then go
this.
collect money.
Was it money?
It was like coins or some shit.
Yeah, it was some type of.
Because you
puzzle
would get
shit.
like a high score for that particular instance or like that level.
Oh, well, you could
get a
collect
high
the
score.
jewels.
Yeah, because then you would like that's how you did the upgrades. Because you could just go back to that one same spot and just, you know, it took like an hour or so to beat the level, and then you just farm all those fucking points and coins.
Well, I think you got bonus points for beating a level in a certain amount of time. I don't really remember because I do remember. Well, I remember one time me and my friend did that run where you have to beat the game under 6 hours
Yeah.
to get the unlimited rocket launchers. That was totally worth it. So you had a couple different ones. You had to do something to get unlimited ammo. You had to do under 6 hours to get RPGs, unlimited RPGs. And I don't know. Those are the main ones I looked forward to. Because at that point, especially they had, I don't know, Resident Evil 5 was good. It had a lot of shit in it. It was a departure from the regular story of the thriller. Nah, it was still a thriller.
Yeah, it still
was-
had
there was
like
less
it still had
suspense.
like yeah. That's the like that was my huge qualm was that it was more of an action game than something that would fucking scare the shit out of you. Make you take your time. Like, oh man, maybe should I walk around this corridor?
You know what scared the shit out of me in that game? That fucking porta potty.
Oh my god.
Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The fucking porta potty. I remember a friend wanted to play, but I was dead tired. And I was like, fuck it, let's play. And I remember he told me to go up to the porta potty. I knew it was something. If somebody tells you to go up to a
Yeah.
porta potty at a thriller game.
In a scary game, yeah.
You know, yeah, there's something there.
You know something's happening.
I opened that porta because you go up to it and it has question marks. I went up to it and I hit circle or whatever, and that fucking zombie popped out and it fucking jolted me awake. And then we failed. And this time I went up to the porta potty, but I was gonna like do something, so he couldn't scare me. And I failed, and it scared the shit out of me again anyways, even though I knew what was gonna happen. I was like, oh my god. Even my friend was like, you got scared twice? What's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, man.
What's wrong with you?
I knew it was gonna happen. I just walked right into it. And sometimes life's like that, alright?
Sometimes life's like that.
Do you have any like favorite game that was on what was it, I guess PS3 era?
PS3.
Or 360? You a huge Minecraft fan?
I was not a huge Minecraft fan. I think I played Minecraft for like a grand total of maybe 40 hours.
Good.
And it was like way late into the life cycle of Minecraft.
When did you start playing it?
Fuck. When I lived in Austin. So,
Damn.
like 2012, 2013.
I remember playing that shit when it was like
I remember when it first came out, I looked at it and I was like, oh, like I watched like videos and shit. One of my friends got it and I played it for about an hour or so and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool, but not my kind of game.
Yeah, I mostly played it. I got it on my laptop when it came out, and I would just sit there in bed. When I was supposed to be going to sleep for school, I would just sit there, get on my laptop, and make a fucking house and go explore caves and shit. It was kind of interesting because it was kind of scary being in a cave by yourself on that game. but you needed resources, so you had to go dig and go find them, and hopefully not get blown up or fall in lava or not paying attention and just walk off a cliff. That was always something that could happen. I don't know. Minecraft was an alright game, but
It's
I
cool. There's like Minecraft is an awesome game. It's literally like a digital Lego sandbox. Minecraft is fucking cool as shit. I just never wanted to put in the time or effort it took to like learn how to play the game. I don't mind watching like people play Minecraft. I've hopped in a couple of servers just to like see what my friends build. It's cool, but
I
not
think
my cup of tea.
I think the coolest thing I ever seen in Minecraft, my friend made he just made a cutout of Texas in sand.
That's fucking
that was
funny.
it was nothing like crazy imaginative. It was just he moved some blocks here and there. And I was like, see, he knows what I like.
If I had to say my favorite PS3 era game, because I didn't get a 360 until shit till I lived in Austin. I got a 360 just so I could play Halo with Axel. I'd say it's probably a tie between Metal Gear and Demon Souls.
Ooh, Demon Souls,
I played
great
a
game.
lot of
I
Demon
played
Souls.
the fuck
I
out of Demon
fucking
Souls. I
know
forgot
life.
I need to get a PS5 because I forgot they redid it.
Once I learned how the mechanics of the game worked, Jesus fuck, dude.
Did they have iframes in that game? Like, did they actually have like how the new ones have iframes? Did that one? Oh fuck, I don't know what I just did there. I guess that's what happens when you take
I
off your
can't
glasses.
remember.
Because
I didn't do a lot of melee combat in Demon Souls. I pretty much stuck to like magic. Like
you're a wizard, Eric.
I did like a full magic build. And when people would invade my game, they'd come in
You
with like these
demolish 'em
big
at
ass
range.
swords and all this armor, and I'm just like, oh, and I just fucking
Pull out the soul arrows. Yeah.
with
Start
my little
fucking
hairy.
rolling.
The one thing I didn't like was that there was no like staffs, so it was like a little fucking Harry Potter wand. I was like, that's fucking lame. But I played a lot of Demon Souls, and of course, Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid was the first game. Fuck, I had to put these eye drops in. My eyes were like dry as shit. Now it probably looks like I'm crying. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh my god.
And no. But Metal Gear Solid 4 was the first game I stayed up like 24 hours, I think, and played.
Oh, I did that with Snake Eater.
Because I was just crawling. See, Metal Gear Solid 4 was my first one.
Oh shit.
I didn't have any other ones.
Damn. The first Metal Gear Solid is what got me into like, cuz we had a 64 at the time. We didn't get PlayStation until like fucking like 2 or 3 years before the PS2 launched. Actually, no, we got it after that. We didn't get a PS2 until like 2 or 3 years after it came out. That's right. Because we got a PS1. But my cousin's husband had a PS1 like early.
Shit, I still got
And
mine somewhere in this
whenever
garage.
we went over there one night, he was playing Bloody Roar. And so we played Bloody Roar with him. And then like, whenever we were done with that, he was like, hey, you got to check out this new game. It's called Metal Gear Solid. I was like, huh? And he's like, it's cool. He's like, you just sneak around. He's like, it's crazy. You don't have to shoot people. You can, but it's easier and better to just sneak around. And so I watched him play like the first hour of Metal Gear, and I was like, oh my god. And then every time we went over there, that's all I played was fucking Metal Gear.
Would you like some Evan Williams with your Metal Gear?
I'll take a. I don't know. Not right now.
All right.
Maybe.
It ain't going anywhere. So I'm about to pour up some Evan Williams D-Pep,
Good old D-Pep.
Gotta have that D-Pep, dog. I don't think anybody else in Texas calls this shit D-Pep but me. And like I said, I blame the bar because on the bar gun it's saying D-Pep. I was like, why does it say D-Pep? I know what D-Pep is, but who the fuck calls it D-Pep?
The soda gun.
Why not just DP? Hey, you want some? Hey,
Yeah.
you want some DP? Excuse me? Some
Yeah.
D-Pep, you know?
Some deep head.
Dr. Pepper, the old doctor. The old skippity bebop.
Sir, if I hear you call it D-Pep one more time, this is Texas, son.
Right?
No,
Fucking.
you don't understand. The soda gun. It's the soda gun.
Right, I'm gonna hold it up. Look, it's right here. I swear, I'm not crazy and I'm not blind. But well, I mean, I'm kind of blind. That's why I have glasses. But how bad your prescription, Eric? I think I've seen through your glasses like
I'm
once.
fucking blind, bro.
I mean,
So if I take my glasses off, unless it's like big lettering, I can't. Like this little box right here, it's
Yeah.
like arm's length away.
yeah.
If I squint, I can kind of see it, but I can't see it until I get like it's got to be literally like within the area of my hand right
Yeah, I
there.
think I might be
Anything
slightly
further than
worse.
that, I can't fucking see shit.
I think I might be slightly worse than that.
I am fucking blind.
Yeah, shit. I think we've talked about it before. I think a good chunk of my middle school years, I was going through school blind, and it was pretty interesting. Cause I just bump into people. That or somebody would be like waving at me.
I would just bump into people.
Well, not like bump into but like I'd run into people and they'd be like, "Hey, didn't you see me waving at you earlier?" And I was like, "No, when did you do this?" And they were like, "Oh, I did it back then." I was like, "Dude, I didn't see it." But back then, I thought my poor vision was standard. So somebody's like, "How did you not see that?" I was like, "Because I didn't."
How could you see that?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you have seen that? Well,
Yeah, I would've.
Jordan. Yeah.
Well, shit, I can't. I don't know what to tell you. But I never thought my vision was like that bad. And and the funny thing is I had glasses in 5th grade for a little bit, and I lost them. So I didn't really that being able to see didn't really click in my life until I got glasses again and contacts later on when like in 7th, 8th grade. Because then it was like, holy shit, this is how the world's supposed to look. You go around, everything's so blurry. You
Then
put
you
on
get HD.
Yeah, you put on glasses because that's exactly what it was like. It was like HD things were outright, but I didn't have glasses. So when I got glasses and I looked at the difference between standard definition and HD, it was like, holy shit, this is literally how I've been seeing. This is how I've been seeing life. I've been seeing life through like 360p,
Standard
maybe even
definition.
240. And now I've got 1080 on my face. But then you got
Now I've got 1080 on my face.
when I get some money, I'm getting LASIK. I was going to get it a couple years back, but then whenever I had lost Amazon, whenever I quit Amazon and I got fired from the bar, I had to use all the money I was going to use to get LASIK. Cuz I was like, I just want to be able to see. Is that too much to ask for?
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes it is. Cuz I like, I think early on I didn't like wearing glasses, and I would put them on whenever I had to, like if I needed to see before I lost them. And then at a point, you just kind of wear them everywhere. Because I used to just keep them in the case and keep the case with me. But the older you get, and like I said, I was maybe like 11, you start to realize you really should keep those on all the time so you can see.
What, your glasses?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I was very particular about not wearing my glasses whenever I first got them. Partly that, and that's kind of how I lost them. I think they fell out my bag or something because I kept taking them off. When I was in
my
class, I'd put them on if I needed to see. When I didn't need to see, I'd take them off in class. When I was going between classes,
Jordan's
took 'em
like,
off.
you know what? I could deal with not seeing some parts of the day.
Yeah, that's how
I
it
don't
was.
need to see all the time.
I did. But that's how it was, and that's why it's like, man, looking back, because I completely forgot that's how I used to do things. Like, in 5th grade, I would just put them on whenever I, like, absolutely needed to see. And so you kind of think, like, what all did I miss that happened around me? Because if I couldn't see it,
Probably
didn't.
a lot,
Did it
Jordan.
really happen? Did it really exist? Did you see that? Well, no, I didn't. I don't have my glasses on. Well, why not? Well, I don't fucking like wearing them. I look too nerdy, but,
Oh my god.
after a point, you kind of get past that. And people usually end up
Not giving a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I end up not giving a shit. They don't people. I don't think I've ever actually ran into somebody in school that was like, you look nerdy with glasses. I mean, people have told me I look smart with glasses, so maybe they're trying to like backhand compliment me. I don't know, cause that's pretty close to being told you look nerdy. Those fucking bastards. That's probably what they were doing
This whole time. That's
this
what
whole
they've been
time.
doing.
Meanwhile, you're over here looking like you're about to study something with your
I
glasses.
look stupid as fuck without my glasses. That's why I don't think I'll ever get LASIK.
What? Because you look stupid as
I
fuck.
think I look dumb as fuck
But
without
you just like the
glasses.
circle look too, though.
Yeah, I do like just like little old
I
school.
I want those, but like, what's the surface area here? You know, because these are a lot
Oh,
wider.
like where does my vision stop?
Yeah, because hold on, put mine up to yours. I think I can see that difference from here. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of almost you're barely missing some of those edges. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Because I would
At
probably do
first, it
those.
seems because I used to wear wide frame, like solid black plastic frame glasses. And when I first switched over to these for the first like month, it felt odd and weird, because it's like the vision, instead of going
Yeah.
like it stopped just like a little bit out of my periph,
You know,
but it wasn't too bad.
I think the
After a
biggest
minute.
mistake I've ever made with glasses was I didn't, like I said, I've always been very particular about wearing glasses. I've been very particular about what kind of glasses I wear. My last 3 pairs have been sporty pairs, like Nike, actually 3 Oakleys. But before I did the sporty stuff,
You
like
did the scary stuff,
no,
the spicy
what the
stuff,
fuck is that? What kind of glasses?
the spicy stuff,
The spicy glasses? Like what?
the baby stuff,
No,
the ginger stuff.
no. I don't think you're gonna get. Well, I mean, it's a type of glasses.
I was just naming the Spice Girls because you said before you started doing the sporty stuff.
Oh, I don't know what they are.
You don't know the Spice Girls?
I mean, I know the Spice Girls. I didn't know. Wait, so that those were the names?
Loser.
Those were the
Yeah,
names.
scary, sporty, ginger, baby, and then posh.
Fuck.
I stopped the joke before I got to posh.
Why?
Did you have posh frames? Is that what you
No,
did the posh? You did the posh stuff?
no, I didn't do the
Oh,
posh
well.
stuff. I was just so confused for a second. I was like, why? No, I had the fucking frameless glasses. The ones that were frameless on the bottom. Do you ever?
Oh,
Yeah.
what, in like the 1800s?
What?
I said,
What the fuck is going on here? No, well, see, they were frameless, and I forgot what happened, but one ended up
Like
getting
the-
knocked out, and because it was like a frame, it was
So it's
frameless.
just like the top frame, and then there's like nothing on the bottom. It's just glass.
Well, what it is it's a wire. It's a thin wire that holds the lens in there, so they're really easy to get popped out. So that happened. I lost the lens. I don't remember when it or where it was. And I was like, I had one lens for the longest time until I got new glasses. Probably like, I don't know, 3 to 4 months. But I wore contacts. So when I got home, I took out my contacts and I put on my glasses. But so whenever I got home and I only had that one lens, I'd be playing Call of Duty with one fucking eye because I couldn't see out the other one. So it was kind of,
Guys, sorry if I'm not doing too well. I'm playing with one eye.
yeah, I'm playing with, yeah, exactly. It was, I mean, it worked until I got new glasses. And then I think I don't even know what happened to those last. Oh, actually, I think I still have those. I don't know. I usually keep my glasses, but somehow I end up losing them. Like my last Oakleys I had. When I got these new ones,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the fuck I put the other ones. I know I have them somewhere. Oh, you know what?
Well, Jordan, in order to get new glasses, you have to lose the old ones.
That seems to be what's happening right now in life. I don't know where my Nikes are after I got my Oakleys. I don't know where my last Oakleys are after I got these Oakleys. I know where my gas can Oakleys are because I'm not losing those motherfuckers. In fact, those things, after I got my accident, those are the first ones I found because I always kept them under the seat at the time. So luckily, the case was all crushed, but the glasses were still good. And that's why you get the hard
That's
case
why you get
for
the
Oakleys.
hard case.
Don't put them in that soft bag shit. Put them in the hard case. They'll survive a fucking 18-wheeler accident. Good shit.
Jordan approved.
Mm-hmm. shit. What else we got going on? Because we've been talking about games and seeing for the last
Well, not really seeing, but more so the lack of sight.
lack of seeing. Yeah, we need to get more blind. We need to have a blind episode. Oh, you bring a bunch of people who can't see, and we just, I don't know, maybe we test our vision or how far we can see. We'll just make an event out of it, like that sporting event you want to do. Gonna have us all dying.
We'll have
on
like
the
a
field.
triathlon of sight.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You make up the you make up the events there. We're gonna be throwing.
Well, we're
shit.
testing vision today. We're throwing bowling balls at everyone's heads.
I think beer pong should be on the ballot. Blind beer
What,
pong.
blind beer pong?
Hell yeah.
Blind as in we're blindfolded, or blind as in we are playing with no
Playing
like,
with
no
lack
glasses?
of helping apparatuses there.
So we need to find a bunch of people who do we know that has bad eyesight?
Celeste has bad eyesight.
We have to find people that have eyesight worse than us.
Yeah, that's a tall order. I don't think there's many people out there that we know that have worse eyesight. I mean, I've seen through hers. That's how I know she has bad eyesight.
We can make their eyesight worse. We'll have like a bunch of bright lights, and we'll turn them on really quickly and then turn them off before we start playing.
Fuck, that's good. That reminds me of whenever we'd go to lo-fi and the fucking lasers.
We'll tip just right in the eye.
When we were playing pool and the fucking lasers were just shooting right in your face. That's like, I can't play with this shit. I had to take off my glasses multiple times because they'd hit my glasses and it would just like, scatter all over me and just right in my pupil at the same time. And I was like, I can't see shit. How am I supposed to win a pool game and I can't see? See, there's another one. You can play pool without.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Without any glasses on.
Without being, yeah.
How good are you now, Catone?
All you have to do is look towards the black hole and shoot.
That
Shoot.
black hole's gonna be like really wide though, and you're not gonna know where you're shooting.
Do you have astigmatism? I got astigmatism.
Yeah, I have really bad astigmatism.
Both eyes?
Yep.
Oh, see, dude. Yeah, we're fucked. We got the short end of the stick here.
Astigmatism's not so bad though.
It's annoying.
When I mean,
Don't you tell me you like astigmatism.
when I take acid or mushrooms, it kind of helps.
See, I don't.
The astigmatism
of
makes the astigmatism makes the visuals like pretty fucking cool sometimes at
Well,
night.
yeah, because it's worse.
Yeah.
It's technically everything's just worse, but when you're doing that type of stuff, it's not supposed to be good. I don't know.
Yeah, but when the little light trails like off the lights and stuff, like now they look fun.
I don't know. I haven't taken any of that. But
No, but when you have astigmatism.
Oh, yeah,
Like how the
yeah.
lights have those fucking flare beams coming off of them.
I hate that shit. Driving at night is terrible.
Is my windshield
Especially when people-
foggy? Is it wet?
When it's a one lane and
Oh yeah.
with astigmatism and the other car, especially when they got the brights on or some shit. Oh, I'm like, dude,
Are
please.
they driving in my lane?
That's what it seems. Are they getting closer? Are they drifting
Brace
towards
for
me?
impact. You're
Yeah.
just like, oh shit.
Oh, I do. I tense up a little every now and then whenever I'm like, because sometimes you just really can't fucking tell if they're slowly drifting your way or if it's just your astigmatism fucking with you. And I mean, I'd like to believe it's just my astigmatism fucking with me. But I'm also not sure. Because, I don't know. There's a lot of idiots out there that drive.
There is a lot of idiots. That is definitely a true statement.
If I lived in a small town, I'd probably be like out in the fucking Hicks.
Full sin.
I wouldn't worry about that, but I live in Houston. There's a lot of people.
I don't know, man. Even living out in the sticks, a lot of drunkards out on the road.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to avoid them.
It's
I
a
think.
lot easier.
Like, what if somebody starts driving towards you? You just drive off the road and it's like gravel and shit on the side. Like over here, we're like confined by curbs and shit. We can't just kind of.
Well, sometimes there's ditches,
There are ditches.
so going off the road isn't
But-
always.
Still, usually out in the country, they're not like as deep as the ones we dig here because we have to dig deep ditches because everything's concrete so we need deep ditches to hold all that water. Over there, they got fields and shit, and so they just have these shallow ditches, and I don't know, you know what I mean. You lived in Alvin,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
we
See?
got big ditches out in our country roads.
All right, well, I don't know what to tell you. I tried.
Don't drive off the road.
I mean, yeah, it's a simple thing to say.
Hope that you survive the impact and can get a good settlement.
Fuck that. Just,
Wait,
there's somebody head on coming
fuck,
at you.
Fuck the method of that, or fuck trying to survive. Just be like, you know what? You want to do this?
Well, now that you say that,
We'll go together.
Probably both.
Probably both.
I watched a video earlier today on Reddit about it was like they said it was like some 85-year-old who didn't know what they were doing. So they were driving on a one-way kind of highway-ish. They pulled off to the side and they made a U-turn. They started driving against traffic.
That sounds terrible.
Everybody saw this coming, except one car. Even the car behind that one car got over because they saw the dude coming towards them. That one car went straight on into this 85-year-old.
Oh man.
And everybody in the comments was like, how did he do? Like, he had so much time to get over. Even the guy behind him got over. Why did he just drive straight into it? So I guess it's one of those things where it's like, well, maybe I'm just tired of doing this shit. Unfortunately, the 85-year-old passed away from his injuries, but I mean, he was a head-on crash. It's really hard to.
Let's say,
that.
yeah, that's a pretty bleak chance of survival for somebody that's that old.
Hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, though. So if he would have, I mean,
maybe he survived one in his youth, and he was like, you know what?
he's going out on his own terms.
It's like, I did this back when it was a dirt road.
Honestly, I mean, I remember a story my papa told me about when 59 was going up to, like, barely getting up to Huntsville. And he got in one of those Super Bs, I think he said it was, or them Daytonas. And they got up to Huntsville. I think he said it was in like 20 minutes. And I was like, holy
from
shit.
Where?
Man. From Houston.
What the fuck?
I think it was 20 minutes, I think. Because what, Huntsville is like probably an hour or more?
Well, depending on what part of Houston he's leaving from, probably about 45.
I mean, Houston back then, wasn't nearly as big either.
And there's not as many cars on the road.
Yeah. So.
Maybe like a 45-minute trip then. 30, 45.
Yeah. He might have got, I think he said he got up there within like 20, 30 minutes. And he said he's like, I was actually pretty scared. And I was like, shit, I would be too. Imagine how fast you're going. Flying up to Huntsville, there's barely a highway there.
There's barely a highway.
It's like dirt
there.
road and shit at a point. Like shit, one lanes. You're going how fast? Like over 100 miles per hour. I'd be scared shitless if I was riding with somebody doing that too.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
Funny thing is that actually I remember coming back from, I think it was a camping trip, and my friend was like, hey, because I was gonna go home because I forgot why, but they were having a party, and so the guy was like, hey, you don't want to stay and like hang out at the party? And I was like, nah, man, I've been away from home for like 3 days out here camping. I'm ready to go home and sleep in my own bed and stuff. And so we got in this. He had an SRT8 Challenger, and he did pretty much the same thing back to Houston. And I was like, damn. I don't know. That's an experience to get in an SRT back when they like barely came out.
Just fucking hauling ass.
That thing's loud, mean, just hauling ass. Yeah, we got back down here pretty quick. But I mean, like, he was trying to go back to party, so I completely understand that. That was back before I drank or did anything. So I was like, I don't drink or nothing, so I'm not gonna hang out and do whatever everybody else is doing. And now look at me,
You could have stayed back. Well, I guess now you would have stayed.
Yeah,
Shit,
I should
I'm
have.
just
I should have
drinking.
stayed, but I didn't want to. God damn it! You have any great party stories, Eric, that don't involve chugging bottles of mayonnaise or anything?
Well, shit.
Back in your day.
Back when I
Where's
used to go to
Daniel
house
at? We can
parties,
call him
because
up.
I didn't start drinking until I was 21. So all the house parties and shit that I used to go to, like I was the only sober person. So I was always like, Dee Dee, you know, people need to get home or need their cars moved. I'd go do that. I would officiate all the drinking games.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like the referee for all the drinking games.
That's cool.
So I still had fun. They'd let me play beer pong, and either my partner would drink beer or they would let me play with soda. So, I mean, I went to parties, but nothing too crazy. I think the craziest party I I went to, dating some chick from UT, and we went to, or I guess the day that I met her, I was up there for a road trip with my friends, just to fuck around at night. We got word that there was like a house party or some shit at this frat house, and we were like, oh well, let's go fucking check it out. So we like walked over there in this fucking packed ass frat house, and the very first thing that I smelled when we walked into the house was fucking crack.
Crack?
Somebody was smoking crack upstairs. It was crack or meth. It was
Jesus.
just like chemical smell. And I was like, what the fuck?
I
Friend
don't.
John's like, yeah, that's bad stuff.
It's
You
like
could smell it.
that's what goes down around here.
And then this just full ass house, like it was asses to elbows, man. You had to literally swim through people
Ah,
just to get anywhere.
I hate that.
Yeah, I think that's like the craziest party. Like I fucking smelled like crack or meth as soon as I walked into the house party. I think
Hey, no,
that's
that's
about the
strong though. If
extent that
there's
it goes.
that many fucking people there and you walk in, you immediately just smell crack or meth. Like, god damn. Like,
It was.
is that some good crack or meth? Is
I
that some potent
I
stuff, or
don't know.
is it like weed? Like, oh, that's some loud meth you got
That's
there.
some loud meth you got there. I don't know. I guess we'd have to ask meth heads. Like, hey, like when
Yeah.
it's really good, is it? Can you smell it, or does it just always smell like that?
I'm pretty sure Tio Vaughn has probably interviewed somebody.
I would assume that it kind of always smells like that. I mean, it's just a bunch of fucking chemicals. I can't imagine using name brand over store bought. It's gonna make the fucking smell any different.
Is that name brand in your crack, or is that the great value crack? These are good questions. You have to ask them. Just
You
make
have
sure
to ask them.
if you, for some whatever reason, you shouldn't do it in the first place.
If you find yourself smoking crack, make sure that it's name brand.
make sure. Like, if I sold crack, I'd have like baggies with a logo on them and shit like that.
That's a terrible idea.
I know it's a terrible idea. I'm not gonna sell crack though. That's a bad idea in itself. But if I sold crack,
If I
this is some
did,
brand name
this is
crack.
how I'd do it.
yeah, I'm
I'd
OJ.
make sure I
Call
got
me
the
OJ.
I got the stickers on it.
But then
Turns out Jordan's been selling crack for like 20 years.
haven't you seen my face on the streets, man? I'm all over. I'm Mr. 305.
Mr. 305. That's the sticker. It's just like your face says Mr. 305 on the baggies.
Yeah, Pitbull could sue me somewhere, some other time. Mr. 305, Miami, Dale. I don't know what the fuck Pitbull says. Most of the time, a Pitbull song comes on. Back when he was like fucking like everywhere, he always said the same thing in that same fucking voice. Mr. 305, Dale, ha ha, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, or whatever the fuck, or Fireball. I forgot. Somebody told me that they really disliked his opening to all his songs, and I never realized that he did yell in each one of his songs at the beginning. They were like, yeah, he does it every song. I was like, what are you talking about? I've never heard this in the Pitbull song. I'm like, yeah, you've heard it, you just never noticed.
Every fucking time he does it.
And sure enough, you listen to the song, he does that like wolf howl or something. And I was like, holy shit. And I was looking at all these other songs. I'm like, holy shit, he does do this a lot. But I never was a Pitbull person, or Pitbull, the singer. I like the dogs, but I don't know. Whenever Pitbull came back in the day, I thought he was like a rapper. Like, is he? Is he a rapper? Do you
Is
think?
Pitbull a rapper?
Yeah. Or is he just like some pop
I don't know. Does he write his own shit?
dance? I don't know. That's a good question, though. I never really.
I guess Google it. Who writes most of Pitbull's songs?
All right, Google. Who
Pitbull
writes
just
Miss
crashes
Pitbull
through
songs?
the fucking door. It's like, hey,
Yeah, you guys are asking too many questions. Let's see. Who writes Pitbull songs? I don't know. I mean, it sounds like he might write a lot of his own songs if he's talking about writing songs for other people, and his songwriting process is that's ridiculous over the whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna assume Pitbull writes. I mean, this dude has so much money. All these, look at 1.5 billion views on that Timber song. Oh look, Reddit, how to write a Pitbull song. I don't even think that's difficult. I don't know. Pitbull, he's all right. I didn't really care for his songs.
I never got into Pitbull.
What?
I said I never got into Pitbull.
Good. Don't. It's too late for that. You're gonna be like way out of touch. You're gonna be that uncool guy at the party because he just caught up on Pitbull songs. Hey guys, you'll never guess.
Dude, have you heard
what
this track from Pitbull?
Next time we go to Barney's, just go up to people. Have you heard this track from Pitbull? I'll just play some old Pitbull.
I'm not playing. I'm not wasting my fucking money on playing.
No, yeah, use your phone. Don't put it on the jukebox. Like you guys.
Oh, look that out of fucking.
Yeah. Guys, have you heard Timber by Pit? I just heard this the other day, and it's like, yeah, that song came out like.
It'd be really funny to
13 years
find
ago,
like an
Eric.
old functioning iPod, and put shit like that on the iPod, and be like, hey,
Guys, check this out.
get like an
got
older,
the
get like an
wired earphones.
yeah, get like an older phone or something
You,
to like have on you.
it's like I remember when you had
Call you Jordan. I'm showing everybody that new Pitbull song.
It's like, dude, it's oh my god, that'd be so nostalgic.
That
Mainly
would be
because it's like whenever you had the iPod and you had the wired earphones, you're like, hey, check this song out, and you couldn't, you had to put one in your ear, and then put the other one in their ear, and then you had to stay next to them because they couldn't go anywhere.
Go too far.
Cause yeah, we're connected. But nowadays it's like, hey Eric, check this out, and I just give you one of the earphones, and you can walk off like somewhere else in the fucking building, and you can listen to it. Come back like, hey, that was pretty good. But no, back then, you were forced to listen to music with somebody. You couldn't. It was there. Like they were just like, here, check this out, and they were already putting that shit in your ear for you. Now they hand you an earbud, say, hey, put that in, and then tell me when it's ready. Damn, dude.
And then you have to listen to Pitbull.
And then that ow, whatever the fuck Pitbull does. That was more like a Three Dog Radio ow. That wasn't that good at all.
Does Pitbull do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody told me that he does that in all his songs. He does this fucking yell. I'd play one, but we might get hit with like a copyright.
Don't we have like 30 seconds?
I think so. Fuck it. Let me see. Where's that Timber?
Is it 30 seconds per song or is it 30 seconds total? Because we could just find 30 different Pitbull songs.
I think it's 30 per. I don't know.
Per instance of.
Per instance of music. Oh wow! Right when I want to unmute it. That right there. You heard it?
Yeah, that.
Ow! And so I didn't notice. I never noticed he did that. And so one of my friends was like, I fucking hate how he does that in every song. And then every fucking song you listen to from Pitbull,
That's all you hear.
Ow! And I was like, all right, I can understand why they don't like that. But I don't know. It's not that bad. It's not like something that's gonna like mess up
It's not gonna.
the hearing pleasure for me or whatever the fuck. The viewing pleasure if I'm watching a video. I don't know.
It's not gonna change your opinion of the song.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Alright, but Pitbull's okay. And I'll leave it at that.
Pitbull's okay. I'll leave it at that.
What's another artist that's kind of like cliche though, who's kind of been out there and
Does goofy shit at the beginning of their songs?
well, not exact. They don't exactly have to do goofy shit at the beginning of their songs, but someone who's kind of just I don't know, like on Pitbull's level of popularity, but kind of corny. I'd say. I think Pitbull can be kind of corny. But I'm also not like a rave, a music festival, EDM,
You're not a
pop.
dance music kind of guy.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when he first came out, and I've heard he's been on some rap songs. You know, like he has rap. I can't move my fucking chair forward.
And you were like, oh, I gotta check out this Pitbull guy.
No, I never said that. But I heard his songs.
You did think it.
What?
I said, but you did think it.
No, I did not. Don't you ever say that.
No, I did
Don't-
not. Don't you ever say that I did.
Yeah, what he said. I was thinking that earlier today. Fucking Kenneth Copeland. But what about getting on equating people to demons on a plane? I never said that. And don't you ever say I did. Tyler Perry made that jet so cheap, I just had to buy it. I wish Tyler Perry would make a jet Jeep for me. I'd buy it too. When Axel gets his license, are you gonna let him fly you around?
That's why I'm waiting for him to get his license.
He's like, I got plans already.
As soon as he told me he was gonna be a helicopter pilot, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna have my own helicopter pilot.
You're gonna be going over to
Hell
Houston.
yeah.
So what do you think is one of the first things you want to like be like, Axel? Can you take me over here in the helicopter and like what do you think you want to fly around first?
Whatever Axel wants, because Axel's gonna know like what's fucking cool. I'll be like, yo, dude, show me how fun this little helicopter is, and then we're gonna like crash.
But the other day, whenever we were playing Phasmophobia, and you said, "Yeah, I want to be like Kobe," yeah. And I was like, I think me and Jimmy were like, I don't think you want to be like Kobe. I know you meant you wanted to ride in a helicopter like
Just
Kobe.
everywhere.
Yeah, but then when you're like, I want to be like Kobe, we were like, I don't know about that one, man. If we get in a helicopter and you yell Kobe, I'm getting the fuck out.
Kobe.
We get off the air and he's just Kobe. I'm like, oh no. Axel turns around, understood.
Yeah, he's like, understood.
Slams us into a fucking. I don't know. We don't have hills and shit over here around Houston, so we'd have to.
We'd have to fly over to Austin.
We'd have to fly just to run into something.
Just to fuck.
I mean, it's fucking
Just
terrible.
to run into something.
Oh my god. I don't know, helicopter ride. You were telling me he's gonna get a Huey? I think this dude's gonna go get a fucking Huey helicopter to ferry people around. He's not in the military anymore. He doesn't have to fly around in a Huey. He can go get himself I don't know, some nice. I don't even know what the fuck a regular. I was about to say because I only really see commercial. What do you get if you're a private pilot? If you just want to fly around?
I guess Axel would know.
Yeah, Axel.
He'd be the one to ask that.
Yeah, because I'm like I don't
When
know.
people own their own helicopters, what do they usually get?
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to look it up like I'm about to buy a fucking helicopter. Like, what helicopter should I get?
You don't want a bunch of ads for helicopters?
Well, that's why I'm using the guest account, so I don't get all these bullshit ads. So I don't get Pitbull suggestions and suggestions about tallywhackers and shit. No one's closed down.
Would you like to see Pitbull's tallywhacker?
Hell no. I'm good on that one. I don't know. What's something else we could talk about?
I don't know. What's going on in the world? I guess pull up a news page. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what
Sure about that one?
Let's see what we can talk about that we have no clue about.
All right. Let's look at the news.
I don't know. Fucking shit about what's going on right now.
Just going to go to Google.
I think the last notable thing I saw was that
Not news about Google. Hold on.
what Trump got convicted and Joe Biden's kid got convicted of something or some shit.
Oh yeah, he got convicted of felony charges because he owned a gun. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I don't
Well,
really
was he
care.
already a felon?
That's always like I don't remember what exactly happened there, but they think he had a weapon. I don't know if
Like
he
he
was.
unlawfully possessed a weapon and then he got felony charges for it?
I couldn't entirely say.
Huh.
But it's probably around. I mean, it was a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure somebody's still
The
talking about
U.S. Surgeon General wants social media warning labels.
it. How far we've fallen. Let's see.
Well, fuck, man. I mean, I get the idea.
Oh, look, TMZ. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck headed for divorce in part because of her love addiction. I don't know what the. Not
I
entirely.
don't give a single fuck about that.
Me neither. I was talking to Kelly over at Barney's the other day, and she was like, I don't understand why they always congratulate celebrities when they have kids. Like, congrats, you had sex and you had a kid. And I was like, when you put it that way, like, yeah, everybody has kids, obviously, but I don't know. There's something about celebrities, they want us to feel overjoyed about them having a kid. She said, I got friends having kids, and I'm just like, all right, that's cool, I guess. Good luck with that. Let's see here. There's nothing really good in the news.
There rarely ever is.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess we could find something else to talk about. What's not a current event?
What's a what?
I said, what's not a current event?
What's not a current event? It's a good question. And one day I might have an answer for that.
Oh, hand me one of the root beers.
The root beer. Oh yeah, I got one in the freezer. I was waiting actually for you to crack it open so I could steal some.
All right.
This boy got the Abita made with pure Louisiana cane sugar
Thank you.
and human
Ooh,
blood.
it's nice and super cold.
Oh yeah.
It hadn't even been in there that long.
Oh, shit, I think it's been in there since we started. So it's been in about an hour.
Oh,
Yeah. Put it in there not too long ago. Well, an hour ago.
I thought it'd only been in there like 30 minutes.
Here, just pour me some. I'm gonna mix it up. That's good, yeah. Let me take a sip of it before I try this. Try this mixture
Yeah,
out.
before you taint it with
I think, hey,
whiskey burn.
whiskey burn. This is smooth stuff, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
This shit is so good.
It needs some aged vanilla, but I agree. I just really love aged vanilla. Did you hear, actually, what was it, last year? I think somebody was suing, I think it was A&W or Mug.
Because they don't have actual real vanilla.
Because they don't have actual aged vanilla, they were saying. And I was devastated. Because I love that
Because they
shit.
were being sued or because they weren't actually using vanilla?
Because they weren't actually using vanilla. I don't even think it was
You
like.
gonna join in on that lawsuit?
I don't drink enough Mug or A&W, whichever one it was for that. But if I did, you could bet your sweet knockers I'd fucking.
You'd go get a free 12-pack when they start using. Here's the new formula with aged vanilla. Have a 12-pack.
Aged vanilla. Cause I was like, man, that sucks. Cause I really liked. That's why I've never been a fan of Bark and a lot of these other root beers that don't have aged vanilla. Because the vanilla, you get taste the difference. But
It
if
really
it's not,
does help. It really does help.
yeah, but apparently it's not actual aged vanilla. It's just some type of imitation of vanilla, I guess. So, if I drink a lot of that shit, if I was like a big fan, like if Dr. Pepper came out and said, "We've been lying to you about our 23."
There's only 22.
Yeah, all hell would break loose. They'd be booted from Texas, and then some Chicago place would probably buy them like they did Whataburger.
Oh, speaking of Dr. Pepper, I guess that's something new. I guess in junk food world, Dr. Pepper overtook, or I guess it tied Pepsi as like the number 2 selling soft drink, which is crazy because I remember growing up,
That's what I'm fucking talking
Like-
about.
Mom like always fucking drank Dr. Pepper.
Good.
And, like it was like Dr. Pepper's like never available anywhere, unless it was like some local spot. It's crazy.
Well, it used to be. It was definitely a lot smaller back then. So, Dr.
Also,
Pepper's popularity over the
I guess
years
it's
has boomed.
grown and expanded throughout the U.S. Because I remember I had a friend from somewhere, some other state, and when they first moved to Texas, they had no fucking clue what Dr. Pepper was.
What?
Yeah, I guess it wasn't available in their state, or it wasn't like widely available.
What
But
kind of bullshit?
I knew somebody that didn't know what Dr. Pepper
Then
was.
again, can you
until they-
imagine the joy of showing somebody Dr.
I
Pepper?
mean, there's people that don't know what Bluebell is. Like, Bluebell's only available in like what, Texas, parts of Louisiana. I think it goes like out to Georgia, and then like I think the furthest north that it's gone is like Oklahoma or Kansas.
Do you remember those people that were licking ice cream? What do you think happened to them? I hope they got executed.
The ones that opened up the things and licked the top?
Yeah.
They probably found a dead animal in their food. Like, like those factory mishaps.
Wait, what?
Like animal parts. They probably found like an animal part like in their food, or like like the little things that get by. Those astronomically like improbable things that can happen.
Wait, but what exactly do you mean by this?
Like a rat tail or like a bug or something in their
But I'm
packaged
talking
food.
about the people who lick the ice
Yeah,
cream.
they probably had something like that happen to them.
Oh.
Like they probably went home and like got some food or something. And it's like, oh, there's a dead roach on my frozen pizza, or some shit like that. Or,
I was hoping the legal system took care of more of them just finding.
well, there's people that did it and didn't fucking record it. I thought that's what. I thought you were talking about just people that do that in general.
No, I was talking about the people that kicked off everybody recording
I'm
themselves.
pretty sure they got in legal trouble. I remember that like that one time that I think like whenever everyone was like, "Oh, people are looking food and stuff." Like I guess the one person that like it blew up with. Thought I remember seeing something about her getting in some sort of legal trouble,
I hope they did.
but I
'cause
can't
that's,
remember. I'm pretty sure that's like if they recorded themselves doing that. I'm almost certain.
I know
But-
there were others that got caught. I just didn't remember if the people who initially kind of
I'm
you could say
pretty
kicked
sure-
off the trend.
I'm pretty sure at some point down the line they did.
Oh, shit, they better have, because I don't even eat ice cream like that, and I was furious. I was like,
You mean
You
to tell me
guys-
the one time I eat ice cream a year,
honestly,
some asshole dipped his nuts in it?
exactly. That would be dude. That would be my fucking luck.
Never
If
eat ice
the
cream
one
again.
time I'm about to like crack open some Bluebell, breaking news.
Local
Huh?
man finds ball hair on on his Bluebell.
And I just slowly look at mine and put the spoon down and just just
Just eating ice cream, watching the news. A local man found a testicle hair.
I'm
in
gonna
his-
be like that dude, the one that the video earlier where he was driving with a suspended license, just and just put that shit down.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Call Bluebell. Yeah, I'm watching the news.
You mind telling me why there's a ball hair in my ice cream? Sir, how do you know that's a ball hair? Trust me, I have balls. I know.
Maybe it's yours. Do you sleepwalk, sir?
I was about to say, well, maybe I should have been trimming my balls with the ice cream.
With the
earlier
ice
near me.
cream underneath
That
me.
would make a little bit. Sorry to bother you guys. Y'all have a good one. Just hang up. What was that about? Well, some dude apparently was shaving his balls with his tub of ice cream.
Over a
next to
tub of ice cream
him. He called
that was
blaming us.
opened.
Oh man, can we make that into a movie somehow? I don't,
What, where some dude is on this quest to get some sort of legal and monetary gain from finding a ball hair in his ice cream, and
Yeah.
it turns out
it was
that it was his
all along.
own.
Yeah. I don't want to play that fucking Lux Eterna song from Requiem for a Dream in the trailer. Yeah.
Dude opens up his ice cream
Yeah.
and there's just like a ball hair in there.
Yeah. It's just fucking.
Oh my god.
This is fucking getting epic for no reason. Then he goes around the house searching for the answers. Just like where was my ice cream? Like where have I had it? When did I last shave my balls? Is this ball hair? Is this chin?
Is this
is
ball
this
hair?
is this my hair? Like
So what the first movie he just spirals out of control in his own home, and the second movie he calls the hotline.
I'm not even sure we could make this one have a sequel or a trilogy
Dude, it's
or a prequel.
2024. Everything can have a sequel. Things that have no business having sequels can have sequels. Things that
That
you
is
might
true.
not be able to make a sequel for, just remake it. So we could make the movie and then we could just remake it.
But I do dislike that in a movie. I don't even watch movies, but they do it so often nowadays, to where they'll put out a movie and a couple of years later they'll fucking redo it, and it's like, why couldn't you guys just stand your ground and make a sequel to it and have it be better? Why complete? Because they
Or
did
why
that
can't
with
you just make something that doesn't need a sequel and make a bunch of dope shit?
yeah. Why can't you make something that doesn't suck? You're right. Because what they did that with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but I feel like that kind of shit falls under the umbrella of needless adaptations. Comic books don't need to be turned into movies.
Well, it was working for
Learn to
Marvel,
fucking
so
read.
DC said, "Yo, let's do this." Let's
Yeah,
get
but
in
see,
on
that's
this.
the thing is Marvel has Disney money backing it, and DC is owned by Warner Brothers,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
who
they're
doesn't
doing.
put money into fucking anything.
True. And that makes sense why the movies are always so, like, Marvel's like CGI is incredible. They've got these A+ list actors,
Yeah, because
and then you kind
as
of go
soon as
to DC and it's like
as soon as that first Iron Man movie came out,
that was fucking great. Great
they've been
movie.
able to just print fucking money by like taking stories that are 30, 40, 50 years old and then turning them into movies.
Right, and that's one of the best. They already have a blueprint for the script. They
And
just
it
got to
sucks
tweak
that
it a
it
little
works.
bit.
It really sucks that it works.
It does, because then everybody's trying to do the same shit. But they'll never make.
Stop watching Marvel movies.
Stop watching Marvel movies. They'll never make good. Like, they don't really have any good. Out like Kick Ass. Like
That was adapted from a comic.
That was.
Yeah, Kick-Ass was a comic book first.
Oh shit! But see,
So
it's
was
like it's
so Watchmen, V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah.
The Boys is a comic book,
Yeah.
but I guess that's a TV show, not necessarily a movie.
Yeah.
All the Batman shit, you know.
But see, a couple of those, like The Boys and V for Vendetta, it's not like quite superhero. Like they follow these human constraints, which I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like Kick Ass,
They're grounded in reality.
they're grounded in reality. It's not like all these people have superpowers and shit. Some of them do, most of them don't. So it's a little bit more interesting to me, because with superpowers, you just get to make up whatever the fuck. When you're grounded in reality and you're just a human for the most part, there's a lot more, I guess, logical thinking that has to go into how do we pull this off.
How does the
and make it
hero
believable.
resolve conflict?
Exactly, within his human constraints. He doesn't just get to, I don't know, drag people
Wish
out
for
into
a hammer
space.
and his little magic ring makes it.
Yeah, fucking all right. You shitting
Or
on
I
Green
guess-
Lantern? What did he do to you?
Nothing. I actually really like the Green Lantern.
I was like, I like the Green Lantern, but yeah, just
That's one of the only movies I've ever fallen asleep in.
the
while-
Green Lantern. Oh,
Yeah, I went and saw Green Lantern, and I fucking fell asleep in the theater.
I've heard that was bad. I've never seen it. How bad was it?
It was like a big budget B movie.
Well,
Imagine like the chaos and like just like the mediocrity that is like a B movie, but it had money backing it, so it looked really fancy.
I
It
mean,
was
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it'd be the best. Doesn't really sound too.
I remember like the
interesting to me.
first like 20 or so minutes, and then I fell asleep. I think I woke up around the middle of it, fell back asleep, and then I saw like the final like 3 minutes, and I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I fell asleep during a movie, because that never happens.
I
it
mean,
wasn't-
That'd be pretty pretty boring.
But again, that's a DC comic, and Warner Brothers fucked that up. Marvel drops the ball when it comes to the Fantastic Four, though. That's like the one
I actually
comic
like
that they haven't been able to.
not the original, like the really old one, but the one with Michael Chiklis as a thing, and was it Chris Evans
And
as
Is it Captain
Human
America
Torch?
as the Human Torch?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's Chris Evans. That's his name. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I actually like that movie. The second one, I remember watching that too, and I don't really remember much of it, but it was, I said, I mean, what was that like? Oh, 07? First one? No, before that.
You talking about the? Because isn't there two? Or no, wait, that's right. They only did that one with.
Well, they did
What's his
two
face?
with that cast back in the early 2000s.
And then.
Then they had the remake in
Yeah.
the 2010s, and of course they had the original. I think in the 70s, 80s, somewhere back then. So there's been 3 attempts to kind of do the Fantastic Four, but of course the old, like the first one probably doesn't count because that was probably like a one and done back then. They were just doing it because they could. And then when they did it in the 2000s, I think that was the attempt to kind of start their own universe, whatever the fuck they want to call it nowadays, of their multiverses. And then they made 2 movies with that cast, but it didn't really sell like they wanted to. And then they remade it in the 2010s, I believe it was. And I didn't really remember hearing much about that one. But I don't know if it was good or bad though. Like people kind of shot on the 2000s one, but a lot of people will kind of say it's probably the best adaptation. It was kind of like Spider-Man for us. Spider-Man 1 to 3. The 3 fell off, but they still agreed that that trilogy was really good. And then they kind of say the same thing about the 2 final. I'm about to say Final Fantasies, Fantastic Fours. Because I mean I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the new one, so I couldn't really comment on it.
Yeah, I don't think I watched the new, like that. I guess like the latest reboot. I know I saw the first one with Chris Evans. I think I watched part of the second one, just turned it off.
Yeah, I don't remember much of the second one myself actually, but I remember seeing it because I remember the Silver Surfer and I remember him coming in and the shit following him and otherwise because I know I didn't read about the movie. I remember watching it. And later on, when I became more of a fan of Michael Chiklis' work, I was like, he was the Thing in Fantastic Four? Like, that's... But he apparently was a big fan of the Thing. Like, his costume, he actually had it made. And apparently it was really heavy, too.
He's like, no, I'm going to play the Thing.
Yeah, no, he said that's what he was like. If I'm going to play the Thing, I'm going to be the Thing. And he actually had to have, I think, fans put into his costume or something. I don't entirely remember that either. Because it was so heavy and it would get obviously hot. You could look at that costume and say, dude, he's probably sweating balls in there.
Yeah, he probably lost some pounds.
And they had to, like, give him water and shit through, I don't know, something. I remember reading about it, like, a couple years back. And I was like, this dude really put in some effort. And that's why I like Michael Chiklis' work, though. And anything I've seen him in. Like, The Shield, when I showed you The Shield.
Yeah, that shit's fucking
like,
cool.
if you watch that, like, most of that series, it gets so intense and it's so good. And then he was in a show from, I think, CBS called The Coyote, which came out during COVID. And they haven't renewed it or canceled as far as I know. But it's been fucking 4 years, 3-4 years. So, the first season of that is really good. And I'm like, every time I see Michael Chiklis or something, I'm like, dude, he does not miss. He does such a good job. I need to go and watch his backlog of all the shows and movies he's been in. Because he's like another Nicolas Cage to me.
Underappreciated.
I think he's underappreciated. He's a phenomenal actor, but I mean, even with Nicolas Cage nowadays, I can't even say he's underappreciated because he's starting to get more of his recognition he deserves. I mean, of course, he's pumped out a lot of crazy movies, and some of them, you're kind of like, how did this get made? But the fact that Nicolas Cage, every time I see him in a movie, he's doing good. Like I can't get mad at a movie. I can't say a movie sucks because of Nicolas Cage. I have to say the movie probably sucks because of the script, the budget. But you put Nicolas Cage in, and he's gonna fit whatever role he has to play. Whether he's like a fucking psychopath, whether he's like some samurai elder of ninjutsu, you know,
Jujitsu.
yeah, jujitsu. There we go. He has the jujitsu. Whether he's in like Willy's Wonderland, where he doesn't even talk, he just beats up animatronics and drinks energy drinks. Like it was such a the color purple,
Color Out of Space.
the color out of space. The color purple's that black movie. It's like the complete
Oh
opposite.
my god.
It's like the complete opposite of Nicolas Cage's movie. Yeah, the color out of space, and then Mandy and stuff like that. Shit. I mean, I've seen so many. You know, Con Air was ridiculous, but it's such a fun movie. What's that one where he's on that ship and he's transporting that fucking tiger? I forget which one that one is too. Hell, and he was gonna be the Tiger King in whatever that whole conflict was between that one dude and Carol Baskins.
He was gonna play what's his name? Joe Exotic.
Yeah, he was. They were gonna make a limited series with him playing Joe Exotic, and I was all for it. But because they couldn't get it rolling in time, and they kind of lost the steam on that, they were like, I guess they abandoned the project. I think there were 2 projects they were gonna make based off of that, but I don't know. I would have watched if Nicolas Cage would have starred in it. I didn't really care. I didn't keep up with the situation, but Nicolas Cage playing Joe Exotic and just fucking raising tigers or whatever the hell that dude did, and just hating on this Carol Baskin person sounded pretty funny to me. But like I said,
It didn't happen.
it didn't happen, and I didn't know much about the situation to really care about what else was gonna happen with it. I just really enjoyed Nicolas Cage's movies and Michael Chiklis. Probably 2 of my favorite actors. Because I don't really know who else I'd say is my favorite actor. You know, I think frequently about how Terrence Howard bungled the whole Iron Man thing. I know he blames it on Robert Downey Jr., but this dude could have taken less money and still walked out a winner. He just completely walked away from that and blamed Robert Downey Jr. Like, if you take a pic, I mean, he had to look at the big picture, and I don't know the man himself, obviously, and I can't say he's not a smart guy. I haven't seen that Joe Rogan interview either, where he talks about a bunch of crazy stuff. Where I'm like, dude, I don't know how the hell you completely believe that or most of that, but. When Marvel was starting the MCU, to walk away after one movie because you had to take a pay cut, and they were having other movies, and then not even just the Iron Man movies, but all these Avenger movies, everything,
The whole cinematic universe.
the whole cinematic universe, and I think War Machine's still going technically. How the hell do you get mad at somebody because you had to take a pay cut when there was so much more at stake? You could have made so much money, so much more money. You would have been one of the top actors in the MCU because you've been there for the longest. Like, and it just sucks because whenever you watch the original Iron Man, right at the end, when he looks at War Machine, he's like, "Next time, baby." And then next time it's just Don Cheadle, and you're like, "This isn't. Whoa, it's a whole different black dude. What happened?" it's kind of strange. Next time, baby, and then just next time it's Don Cheadle acting like nothing happened.
Acting like he was in the first one.
Acting like he was in the first one. He just took over for Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard didn't get mad at Don Cheadle whenever he got replaced. He got mad at Robert Downey Jr. when he had the chance to take a pay cut. He could have stayed in the movies. He could have stayed making money. I don't know. He's talking about how Robert Downey Jr. bit the hand that fed him. And I can understand that because he did help him apparently get the job. But still, you kind of screwed yourself over on now and not thinking about what the future might hold instead of, oh shit. I keep hitting my damn mic with my cup. Instead of whatever the hell I was saying anyways. What's your, how much of the Marvel universe did you watch?
I saw the first Iron Man, the first Captain America. I don't think I've seen any of them in theaters though. Oh, I take that back. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy in
How did you said
theaters.
the Medeas at first? I was like, what?
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters because I like James Gunn. I think that's the only one I've seen in theaters. Every other one I've seen was on like DVD, but I haven't even seen. I've maybe seen 15-20% of them. There's so fucking many now. I just know I've
Yeah.
seen. I saw the first Iron Man. I saw the 2 Captain America movies. I've seen. How many Guardians movies are there? 2? If there's a third
I
one,
think
I
there's
haven't.
3.
Okay, I haven't seen the third one yet, so I've seen 1 and 2.
I don't remember if the third one actually came out,
I
but I
saw.
remember they were talking about it. It was in production. It's probably out. I just don't
See,
know.
I saw both the Doctor Stranges. Is the third Iron Man the one with Mickey Rourke? Or is that the second one? Because I've seen that
Second
one.
one's got Machete, I think, or is that Mickey Rourke? Was it Danny Trejo as Whiplash, or was it Mickey Rourke?
I think that's the Mickey Rourke one. Is that the third one?
That's the second one.
Okay.
If it's got Whiplash, if
And then I think I saw Civil War, and I saw like 2 of the Avengers movies. I saw the first Avengers,
hey, that was Mickey Rourke as
and then I
the
saw.
second. Why the hell
I don't think I've seen the one with Ultron, but I did see Infinity War. I've seen about maybe 13 to 15 of the Marvel movies. I don't really. I stopped watching them. That's why I like. That's probably why I haven't watched Guardians 3. Because I was just like, shit's fucking lame.
Shit, I mean, you're better than me because I only watched. I didn't go to any theaters. I only watched Iron Man.
Oh, I didn't see those in theaters.
Oh, okay.
The only Marvel movies I've seen in theaters were the first 2 Guardians films. I don't think I saw any of the other ones in theaters.
Yeah, I've only seen Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. And I think that's it from the MCU, honestly. I haven't watched any of the other movies. I have seen a good chunk of Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, because it came on at like twice when I went to my friend's house. It was on. I don't know why. This was such a coincidence. And it was the same part of the movie every time I showed up.
What the fuck? That's funny.
Yeah, that's happened to me multiple times in life, though, which is also strange. I've woken up during the same part of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre twice. And I've also woken up at the same part as which Star Wars movie is it when Luke fights Darth Vader?
That is The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, so I've woken up twice during the same part of The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh wait, no, that's Return of the Jedi, where he fought like
yeah,
where
Return of the Jedi,
where he has the lightsaber fight with him.
Yeah, whatever he cut. Yeah.
Is it Wait, is it the one where he gets his hand cut off?
Yeah, when he gets his hand cut
Okay,
off.
that is Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, so yeah. I've woken up twice during that same part where he gets his hand cut off in Empire Strike Back. Like, as soon as I wake up, I watch his hand get cut off, and then he falls on the thing. And I've seen that same part twice, like just waking up and seeing. I don't know what it is with me sometimes waking up and catching the same part on movies, but it's happened multiple times with multiple movies. Chainsaw Massacre, I woke up twice and he was going crazy swinging his chainsaw because the girl got away.
Oh, you're talking about the original one?
Was that the original one?
At the end? Well, I can't...
Or was that 2?
I saw the remake, and I can't remember how the remake ends. But,
I don't know. There's like, what, 3 or 4 Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and they're all remakes pretty much, I think. Because I'm not entirely sure. But I know there's like a 1, I think there's a 2, and then there's... I know there's the 3D one as well, and I know there's probably 1 or 2 in between that. Shit. I probably need to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie again. But did you ever catch T-Pain in House of Wax?
I did watch House of Wax.
T-Pain was not in it. But me and my
Paris,
friend, whenever
Paris Hilton is.
I stayed at his house, the one and only time I stayed at my Josh's house, we ended up watching House of Wax. And whenever the dude like he pops up in the window and it just disappears real quick, we both we both joked that it was T-Pain because we saw like the long. I don't know why we joked it was T-Pain, but he had the long hair and it looked like he had like the braids or dreads, whatever T-Pain has. So then we were like, well, T-Pain's stalking these people and just murdering them. It didn't make much sense, but it was kind of funny. Oh, but did you ever see Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
I fucking love that movie.
You hate it?
I love that movie. That
Oh,
shit
I
is-
was about to say,
that
dude,
shit
that's
is
a great movie.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie. That's one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen. After I saw it back in probably like 15 or so, I kept showing people it. I was like, yo, you gotta watch this movie. This movie is probably one of the greatest, more than likely low budget movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that shit is really funny.
You were talking about how the kids just kept coming on her property and killing themselves.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like that's a funny way to twist it right there, because that is what's happening. But you know, it's
Yeah,
the opposite of all these other movies.
Very unbelievable, non-believable.
Yeah, the cops are like, what? Kids are coming on your property and killing themselves? Yeah, in just these most ludicrous ways too. Yeah, shit. Well, we can cut it here. We're at about an hour 46. I remember I still got to show you that South Park thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I gotta go. I gotta text my grandma and see what all needs to be done over there. But this has been the 30th episode of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. My camera's all fucked up for some reason, and it's been like that the whole time. And every time I looked at it, I was like, it's fine. Now I'm finally fixing it when I'm signing off. But this has been 30th. It's been me, Toasty Jones, and fucking Mr. Croissant over here. He's over here drawing and stuff. Why don't you show people what you're drawing before we get out of here? What is that?
It's like a hand.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I just wasn't sure. Oh my! I knew it. I fucking knew it.
There's like a finger.
And a vagina or two.
Yeah, there's two of them.
I knew it. What did I say the other day? Whenever I forgot who we were talking to, I was like, Eric's gonna draw a vagina. I called it.
Yeah.
Anyways, this episode's over. You guys, I don't know, go do something. Be productive. Have fun. I can't even figure out where my mouse is to close this.